Appearance on Dion's Daily Dose does not imply endorsement from or by any candidate or guest. The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed by Dion Bergeron or Dion's Daily Dose are his own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of any guest. Material and information presented is for general information purposes only. The Dion's Daily Dose name in all forms and abbreviations are the property of its owners, and its use does not imply endorsement of or opposition to any specific organization, product, or service. If you'd like to support the show, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/Dion's Daily Dose.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Here with Shawn. We're not even going to do the normal stuff because it's insane.
Yeah, what a day.
What a day. Is that green?
It is.
Okay. Sometimes I forget to turn the mic on, so he's usually on it, though. Okay, so we have reports that shots were fired at the Donald Trump rally in
Butler, Pennsylvania.
Butler, Pennsylvania. Now we got a couple of clips for you and some really interesting things, in my opinion. I sent some links my way, so I'm going to throw them up here for you. But let's start with what we know for sure. What we know for sure is that some shots rang out, and CNN and Indy Star, I don't know if you saw it, but their headlines read the most disgusting stuff, like loud noises scared Trump, so he ducked. Trump falls on stage. Not someone took a shot at him. Not people are dead, but Trump was afraid. I'm going to show you guys. Let's see here. Let's get, Okay. Just a second. This is all like on the fly.
We didn't know we were going to be on.
Yeah, we kind of just talked about it really quickly. All right. So just so you guys know, there's not going to be an echo because we got our headphones ready to go. Apologize for that in the past. But does this look like a guy who's afraid?
No.
To you?
No.
Not at all. Not at all. As a matter of fact, that looks like anger on his face. Not fear. Definitely not fear. Here's a better.
I like that picture.
Yeah. I people have said that this is going to be his new campaign photo.
It should be.
It should be.
It's going to be an iconic photo.
Yeah, it is definitely going to be an iconic photo. But let me show you guys what I've been able to glean just in the short amount of time since we heard about this. So first of all, let me show you this. It says here, just then, a guy outside the rally saw the shooter crawling on a roof and attempted to warn police and the Secret Service. We noticed a guy bear crawling on the roof with a rifle. I'm standing there pointing at him for 2 to 3 minutes, and the Secret Service is just looking at us. Next thing you know, 5 shots rang out. Secret Service blew his head off. They crawled up on the roof and made sure he was dead. So I'm going to play you guys this interview. It's 4.5 minutes. I found that the audio quality is not phenomenal because I think it's like a copy of a copy, kind of a, is it live or is it Memorex kind of thing. But it is very, very interesting and very telling what this guy has to say. You might want to.
I don't have my headphones. Oh, they're right here. Yeah. They were behind me. Okay.
No worries. All right. Here we go.
Someone who was here. You weren't inside the event, nope, but you were just outside. Tell us what you saw.
So we had a party here all day. You can see behind us at the Brinkles Farming Greenhouse here. We had a party, and we all decided, hey, when we hear Trump up there, we're going to walk up through the field, stand by the trees up there under the shade, and watch and listen to the rally. Right? We couldn't see him, but we could hear him.
Like I said, I know the audio is very, very low. This is the best I can do. I have everything turned all the way up, so this is the best that it gets, I'm afraid.
So we walked up, in probably 5 to 7 minutes of Trump speaking. I'm estimating here. I have no idea, but we noticed the guy crawling, bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us. So we're standing there, and we're pointing at the guy crawling up the roof.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. Absolutely. We're pointing at him. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle.
Yeah.
And the police were like, huh, what? Like they didn't know what was going on. We're like, hey, right here on the roof, we can see him from right here. We see him. He's crawling. And next thing you know, I'm thinking to myself, why is Trump still speaking? Why have they not pulled him off the stage? I'm standing there pointing at him for 2 or 3 minutes. Secret Service is looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. And next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
So you're certain that the shots came from that guy on the roof?
100%. 100%.
And he was up there for a couple of minutes.
He was up there.
You saw him up there for a couple of minutes.
Absolutely. At least 3 to 4 minutes.
And you were telling the police and the Secret Service?
We were telling the police. We were pointing at them for the Secret Service, who were looking at us from the top of the barn. They were looking at us the whole time when we were standing by that tree.
Could they see
binoculars?
Could they see him?
Probably not, because the roof, the way the slope went, he was behind where they could see. But why is there not Secret Service on all of these roofs here?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is not a big place.
That is an excellent question.
There needs to be an investigation.
Why was Secret Service not? Why didn't they have eyes on all the rooftops? Yeah. Let it continue.
Did you see? I mean, obviously, everyone when the shooting started, everyone was very panicked. Did you see what happened to him at all?
Oh yeah, they blew his head off.
Okay, sorry.
Secret Service blew his head off.
Okay, just be careful because we don't quite know who's watching. But you're pretty sure they shot the guy.
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
You saw that happen?
Look at this man right here.
Yeah.
Look at this man right here. He was just injured, shot.
Mm-hmm.
That by all accounts, shot. And what did he want? He didn't want to run to the bunker or be ushered away. As a matter of fact, you can barely hear audio in the original where he's saying, wait, wait, wait. And he holds his fist up. And I don't know if you guys caught the audio. It's very, very low when he says it. But he says, fight, fight, fight. Wow.
Yeah.
Just wow. I mean, I like to think of myself as kind of a tough guy, but I don't know if that would be my first instinct after being shot.
And do you remember he had a press conference a couple years ago and somebody tried to get him then too, and he was like, all right, I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. He braced up.
Yeah.
He was like, let's do this.
He's a fighter.
He's a fighter. Absolutely.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And did you see them go up to him afterwards, or?
They crawled up on the roof. They had their guns pointed at him, make sure he was dead. He was dead, and that was it. It was over.
It's incredibly shocking.
The guy was on the roof right there. You can see the white roof right there.
Did you get a look at him? Could you?
No, other than he was in muted colors, tan type clothing. We saw the rifle flinging around as he was trying to crawl. I mean, we saw the rifle, 100%.
Do you know about guns? Do you know what kind of weapon it was?
Oh, I absolutely know about guns, for sure. Yeah, I mean, it was a rifle of some sort. I wouldn't know, I wasn't close enough to read the label on it, but it was a rifle.
What do you expect him to be able to tell you? Oh, yeah, that was a Winchester 30-06. What? From that distance, like.
It's BBC.
Sort. Yeah,
it's
absolutely.
BBC, exactly.
So how do you process what you've just seen?
I don't know what to say, man. All I'll tell you is, if I walked up close to there with anything that Secret Service considered a problem, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you right now. But I don't know why a guy who we're standing there pointing out to police and Secret Service is crawling up the roof. Yes, right there by that tree. We were outside the security perimeter. But my question is, there's only a few buildings around here. Why is Secret Service not on every building here?
There's a whole bunch of questions I think that are going to come.
There's a whole bunch of questions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, she was right in front of me. She kept going back and forth right in front of me.
They're asking about a horse. The rest of it is rather irrelevant because
Okay.
it's the reporter asking him, wait, what are you talking about? And I guess another reporter had asked him about a woman on a horse, and he said, yeah, she was going back and forth with an American flag. Seemed pretty patriotic. That's all it was.
And the Secret Service has had some problems in the past, a lot of scandals.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm wondering if it still hasn't been settled, those scandals and the problems within the Secret Service. If Trump gets in there, he's going to have to try to reform the Secret Service.
Absolutely. Yeah. Sharon Lede says, so dang sad this is even happening. So many emotions. Tom Jones, pretty sad. We got to rely on BBC and Sky News Australia to get truthful reporting. Yep. And Charlie Callis says, which roof? I think he says that's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. He pointed to it several times, but they didn't show it in the actual video, the roof he was pointing at. But he said the white roof over there. There's quite a bit more. Let's get you a couple of more things here. Okay, so this is very, very interesting. Make sure this is the right interview. Yep. Okay, so this is from Colin Rugg on X. I forgot to say who the other one was, but at Colin Rugg. Just in, doctor who tried saving someone's life at the Trump rally recalls what he experienced. Have you seen this?
I have not.
The emergency room doctor was interviewed by Jake Rosen. Quote, the guy had spun around, was jammed between the benches, and he had brain matter there. Then I did CPR, did chest compressions. The county prosecutor says 2 people have been killed, including the suspect. So we're going to play this for you. It's less than a minute long. What did you see, sir?
I heard the shots. I thought it was firecrackers to begin with. Somebody over there was screaming, he's been shot, he's been shot. So I made my way over. I said, I'm an emergency department physician. Let me help you. The guy had spun around, was jammed between the benches. He had a headshot here. There was lots of blood, and he had brain matter there. And so I got him. There's a helicopter coming in to get him. So I got people there really helpful. I got him up on the bench. Shot that you saw? Then I did CPR, did chest compressions, as well as I breathed for him.
One person.
I was the only one that did it.
We need to evacuate everybody.
Wow.
Yeah. So we don't have any word yet on who the deceased is. No. When we hear that, we will let you guys know. Let's see here. Now, I want to remind you guys, just a few days ago, as a matter of fact, Resident Ice Cream, this is from Gateway Pundit, Resident Ice Cream said on July 8th, quote, we're done talking about the debate. It's time to put Trump in a bullseye.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if you guys saw this.
I did not.
So it's a quote from Joe Biden from 5 days before the attempt on Trump's life. On July 8th, Biden said, quote, I have one job, and that's to beat Trump. I'm absolutely certain I'm the best person to be able to do that. Biden continued, quote, so we're done talking about this debate. Excuse me, the debate. It's time to put Trump in a bullseye. Biden allegedly made the comment in a video call with his top donors. The comment quickly went viral on social media in the aftermath of the shooting in Butler, Pennsylvania. So here's my question to all of you. Since they want to claim that politicians can so easily incite riots and damages, right? Is Joe Biden going to be charged for the assassination attempt on Donald Trump?
No, he won't.
Yeah, we know the answer to that, but we've seen it over and over.
And I don't, maybe I'm being too kind here, but I doubt that's what Biden meant. But I know if it was the other way around, that they'd be accusing.
Oh, of course, of course. Let me show you guys this.
Right.
This is from the Twitter X account called Papi Trumpo, Il Donaldo Trumpo. mostly a parody account that I found in the past, but they have had some very interesting posts. This here, really good video. Always effing fight. And I agree with that. Always. Always. Do not just roll over and let them take this country. Fight. That's what he's saying. I had to pause the video and rewind it a couple of times to make sure, because I thought initially he was saying the F word.
That's what I thought at first.
Which you know what, dude? I get it. No, he was saying.
But yeah, he was fight. Yeah, I see it now. Fight.
Defiant as always, because F those people, man. It's just that simple. You're not going to get this country without a fight. We have rolled over and given too much over and over. So this is what I was talking about the Indy Star. Let me show you guys. This is how stupid it is. Indy Star. Trump removed from stage by Secret Service after loud noises startles former president and crowd.
Yeah, that was the headline. I turned it to CNN and MSNBC just to see what they said, and that was something that they were saying as well.
Loud noises.
Yeah.
That's all it is, ladies and gentlemen. Some loud noises. Yeah. Loud noises startled the president. And wow, whether you like or hate Trump, this is poor journalism, and the person responsible should be fired. Awful reporting. Yeah. It's unbelievable how far the left will actually go to dismiss the truth. So here we have a video. Cat Turd.
Okay.
Shared a video from Beard Vet that says, got him. I have not seen this video. So
Okay.
I don't know yet.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Lá em cima, né? Aqui, ó. You can see the guy there.
Oh, I see it.
I think they hit him because the guy he looks dead.
What I find interesting, though, about this especially is, okay, so they eliminated the threat, which is what you do. You eliminate the threat, but then where are the guys headed to that location to verify the threat's neutralized and
That's a good question.
Remove the weapon, render them harmless. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. You're a sharpshooter. You know if you hit. But now you have an unsecured weapon, and who knows who else was around there that maybe was with it. I'm just saying there are some questions that I have about how this whole thing went down. The fact that Secret Service was not on the rooftops. The fact that this guy says he told the police and Secret Service what happened here, man.
Good question.
So I got a couple of pictures to share with you guys. So this is from the Trump campaign. President Trump thanks law enforcement and first responders for their quick action during this heinous act. He is fine and is being checked out at a local medical facility. More details will follow. Sharon Lede, Benny did an overhead visual on all the buildings and their proximity to Trump. His shirt was full of blood. Yeah, it was. Tom Jones says Alex Jones has been talking about this scenario for over 2 years. So, yeah, he has. And I'll say this. There have been some very interesting and concerning conversations that are being had about the possibility of an assassination attempt on Donald Trump. both by Alex Jones and various people connected with him. I can appreciate holding a rhetorical question type of deal, right? But at the same time, I'm not sure, man. There's some red flags there. Have you seen what I'm talking about or no?
I haven't really.
Okay. So Alex Jones and a guy named Ivan Raiklin.
I've never heard of him.
So
I know who Alex Jones is, but
yeah, the Ivan Raiklin, they were having some conversations about Trump, the potential of Trump being assassinated, and they were talking about potentially putting General Flynn up in Trump's place. Now, this has led to a whole discussion about whether Flynn, good guy, bad guy, etc. I'm not going to dive into all of that. But what I am going to say is there are some very interesting and very concerning parallels that are going on. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I also want to add that
Go ahead.
Iran has put a bounty on Trump's head too.
So, yeah, okay. That reminds me. So let me see if I can...
So they're still mad that they killed their general.
Okay, so allegedly... Let me see if I can find it. Let's see. Oh, yeah. And I'll show you guys this. James Briggs had tweeted out, I'm at the Indiana Democratic Party convention where a speaker interrupted the delegate vote and announced an assault on Trump. At least one person cheered, by the way.
Wow.
How sick
That's
is
terrible.
that? How disgusting is that? Let's see here. So Ben says, Trump says I was shot with a bullet. So we have a...
because there was theories out there that it was something else.
Yeah. They had said that maybe it was like a pellet rifle or something. Here's the thing, right? And I'm not, regardless of who's president, I'm not encouraging anyone to do anything illegal. That said, if you're going to die for something, because whether it's a pop gun, a little make the laser sound gun, if you go anywhere near Secret Service and you pull out what looks like a weapon, you're going to die.
Oh, yeah. That's
what I'm saying, right? So if you're going to go through all of that and sacrifice your life, you wouldn't do that with a pellet gun. I'm just like...
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. You always got to give caveats now. Yeah, you got to say, well, it's not like I'm saying this, but I don't know. Yeah, and Sharon Leday says, why wasn't Secret Service on all the roofs, or at minimum have constant surveillance?
Yeah.
Of the roofs, the grounds, everything around there. It's nuts. Jack says there were metal detectors. I believe they were outside the perimeter. That's what the guy said. The guy who did the video talking about trying to get the Secret Service and police attention to let them know. Yeah, I mean...
And we got to keep in mind the Iran factor, that they do have a bounty out on Trump too.
Yeah, what is that? How much is that these days?
I say $1 million. I can look it up.
I got to find it, but so allegedly the also I have one more. I got a couple more.
Was he wounded? Then we heard him on the mic.
So this is from Fox News, I believe, and it's video of an individual being dragged or carried out of the rally. Have you seen this?
I have not.
I think it's Fox. Here we go.
To me, as you're trying to figure out if you're okay, what's going on, was he shot, was he wounded? Then we heard him on the microphone, Shannon, saying, let me grab my shoes as they tried to take him off. So we're just trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah, no data yet on exactly who that is. I'm going to guess that it's the other deceased individual, the innocent bystander. But allegedly, we have an identity on the shooter.
Do we now?
Allegedly. I'm trying to find it. Okay, so allegedly, the name of the guy is Mark Violets, Violets, and he is a known member of Antifa, allegedly. That's what's being reported. I have no way of knowing if that's accurate or not, but that's what we're right. Sharon says, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Biden call for Trump's demise when FBI raided Mar-a-Lago? He said a lot of, let's say, not positive things at all. Let's see here. All right, yeah, we got a couple of new links here. Oh, okay. So this is interesting. Now, this is from DC Drano. Scoop. Secret instructions given to news reporters telling them to play down Trump's attempted assassination. These people are evil. Trump rally story. Hello. Reminder to stick to facts. Don't speculate, editorialize, sensationalize, or jump to conclusions when reporting on the Trump rally incident today. Don't call it assassination attempt unless authorities say it is. Don't say a shooting targeting Trump or the rally unless authorities confirm that connection. Clarify if it's actually gunshots. That's unclear at the moment. If authorities don't know, then it's okay to say that. Anchors. Reminder to be mindful of body language when presenting the story. No need for serious face or adding comments and adjectives for color. No need to say scary moments today at a Trump rally. Just get to the story. At this moment, no need for guests to comment. Again, this is all just a reminder. I know we all know.
Wow. And that explains why CNN and MSNBC had the headlines that they did.
Yes. Yes, it does. That actually explains a lot. Okay, so there was that one. And then we have another one. Whoa. Okay, check this out. This is from Haraz in Ganbari, at Haraz Ganbari. A remarkable photo captured by my former White House press corps colleague, Doug Mills. Zoom in right above President Trump's shoulder, and you'll see a bullet flying in the air to the right of President Trump's head following an attempted assassination. Look at that.
Wow.
Holy cow, man. That is wild. That is absolutely wild. Thank you to the individual that sent me that. I appreciate it. Yeah, there is so much that's going to come from this, I believe. For one, let's see. Yeah, here I just want to show this one more time, because that, in conjunction, let's see. Okay, so Ben has the official statement. I want to thank the United States Secret Service and all law enforcement for their rapid response on the shooting that just took place in Butler, Pennsylvania. Most importantly, I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed and also to the family of another person that was badly injured. It is incredible that such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter who is now dead. That's all. It won't do the full comment. It'll cut it off after a little bit. I'll have to look on actual Facebook. But let's see if we can get. Let's see here. So allegedly, I also heard that even Obama is saying this is nuts. This should not be happening. No political violence.
Bill Clinton did too.
I'm just going to say this. It's a little late for these people. They were perfectly fine with Biden saying the things that he said, with Maxine Waters saying the things that she said.
Get in their face.
All of these people are perfectly okay with violence as long as it's not at them. That's the thing, right? But let's see here. I'm looking for...
I might be able to find it. Do you want me to send it to you?
Okay, hold on. I found it.
Okay.
So this is on MSNBC, just because that was the first thing that popped up. But it says here, okay, this is Trump's full statement. Okay, it is incredible such an act can take place in our country. Nothing is known at this time about the shooter who is now dead. I was shot with a bullet that pierced the upper part of my right ear. I knew immediately that something was wrong and that I heard a whizzing sound, shots, and immediately felt the bullet ripping through the skin. Much bleeding took place, so I realized then what was happening. God bless America. And here's the video. If you start here, you can see how Trump went down, which is what they're supposed to do. The agents get on them in order to protect them. And then shooters came onto the stage to secure the stage. They check to make sure there's no immediate threats. Secret Service physically blocks the president in order to protect him with not only their bodies, but their body armor that they wear. They then get Trump up, form a wall. And look at that. Look at that man.
Yeah. Fight.
Yep.
He is such a fighter.
He is. He really is. And regardless of how you feel about Trump, political violence in any form other than self-defense is not okay.
Nope.
It's not. It shouldn't be anybody's go-to ever.
Shouldn't be.
Unfortunately, it is, and we've seen it. But I don't want people to do this to people I disagree with politically. Yeah. But this is, I'm going to say this, right? When you call someone literally Hitler over and over and over and equate them with the very worst traits of society, it's only a matter of time before a deranged individual says, well, it must be up to me. It must be up to me. I must be the one that has to save our country, right? Because that's what the media tries to make you believe.
Uh-huh.
They make you believe that, or try to make you believe that Donald Trump is an existential threat to democracy.
They say that over and over
and over. Yes, we got to save democracy. Save democracy. The only way to save democracy is by beating Trump, according to these people. Now, if democracy was that important, then they would put more value on the voting booth and less value on the lawfare and the attempted assassinations and all the other things that they're doing to try to remove Trump from the ballot one way or another. But they don't really care about democracy. They don't really care about the constitutional republic that we hold dear.
They don't really care what we think.
No, not at all.
No.
They don't care what we think. This is going to be a wake-up moment for, I believe, I hope, a number of people who just maybe don't necessarily like Trump's tweets, don't like the fact that, Trump speaks his mind all the time. But hopefully people will wake up and see. I'm trying to find something. Okay. For good measure. Because I don't know about you, but after that, right? To be able to get up there and do that, right? Sorry, right hand. There we go. Make sure you get it right. After someone literally tried to kill you. That's the man that I want running this country. Because we see that Resident Ice Cream can barely string a sentence together, but he can jump up after an attempted assassination attempt and tell the people of this country to fight. Fight, fight, fight.
The convention is going to be interesting.
So, that was my follow-up. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, before you tune off, we're going to cover at least part of the Republican National Convention, which is taking place.
It starts Monday.
And
then Wednesday is his running mate is going to accept the nomination. And then Trump's going to speak Thursday.
Okay. So, Wednesday, Trump is expected to announce his VP pick.
Actually, I think he's going to pick. Rumor is it's going to be Monday that he's going to announce it, but the person's going to speak on Wednesday.
Okay, well, so I've read a number of things recently, right? So people are saying that George H.W. Bush and Reagan both announced their VP picks at the convention. Trump has said, maybe I'll release it early, but it might be fun to have it at the convention and make the official announcement there. There's actually rule changes in the works because they had changed it after HW, I guess, so that you had to have it in prior.
Oh, really?
But there's rule changes in the works to allow Trump to be able to do that if he so wishes. I have heard from people, and I'm one of them, that think, excuse me, I had the hiccups. I ate right before. I was trying to hurry up too and get done so that we could do this. But so there are people who have said that they think it would be a smashing good time. And oh my God, can you imagine if the VP race was set up like a mini apprentice? Right.
I've heard that.
Have you heard that? Where he tells the ones who don't make it, you're fired, and then move on to the next, the group gets smaller and smaller and smaller. I think that'd be entertaining. I mean, he's a showman.
Yeah.
He is a showman.
And from everything that I've heard, it's going to be either Rubio or Doug Burgum.
Yeah. Probably. It's going to be interesting either way. I am not a huge fan of either one, honestly.
I like Rubio. Doug Burgum, I don't
say I've seen Rubio go on a couple of the more mainstream like MSDNC and stuff, and he can hold his own.
He can
quite well. I will give him that. But we'll see. So digging into the little conspiracy theory here for just a minute, right? So as a matter of fact, maybe sometime in the near future, I'm gonna dig up everything I can, right? So the claim is that JFK Jr. is going to be announced, right? Hold on, I know. Hold on, don't laugh.
All right, I'm listening.
Okay, right. It's going to be announced as Trump's running mate. Okay. Now, I have read several threads that present some very interesting evidence. I am not convinced. I want you guys to know I am not convinced either way. But I did go from a that's complete horseshit to okay, I'm willing to continue listening to what you have to say. Hold on. I know, right? That was my initial. I'm like, I don't know, man. But we will cover that because I think it's a well-written post, and there are some very interesting coincidences in that post that I believe we should discuss, that we should look at and discuss. But Wednesday, we're going to do the
vice president,
and no matter who it is, they're going to give their speech at the convention. And then the following day will be DJT himself, and we're going to cover both of them.
Yep.
That's Wednesday and Thursday, right? Yep. Wednesday and Thursday, tune in. What time does it get started? You said 8 Central?
I think it's 8 Central.
Okay. We'll let you guys know for sure as we get a little closer, but I believe
they haven't even announced their schedule yet.
Right. INC. Yeah. Once we have the schedule and we can.
Most of the time it's 8 o'clock.
Okay. All right. As Sharon says, and I agree, God bless President Trump. There's one more thing that I want to show you guys, and I think this is a perfect way to end it. Let me get to it, and then I will read this for you. Let's see. Oh, that's interesting. So allegedly the head of the Secret Service is Secretary Mayorkas of the DHS.
Yeah, I think they did move the Secret Service to Department of Homeland Security.
Interesting. Okay, where is it?
Better double check that.
There's one thing that I want to show you guys. Okay, so here we go. Yeah. So first of all, here's a picture. So this is the white roof, allegedly. And here's the stage over here that was set up where Trump was speaking, right? So the X is the position of the suspected shooter. But let me show you guys this because, let's see. Come on, where is it? Come on, where is it? There it is. Okay. All right, we're going to end with this. I'm glad I found it because I think this is a phenomenal statement. This is from Vivek Ramaswamy, Vivek.
Okay.
And it's a really, really good statement. Here's what it says. First, they sued him. Then they prosecuted him. Then they tried to take him off the ballot. The only thing more tragic than what just happened is that, if we're being honest, it wasn't totally a shock. Biden's inevitable ritual condemnation of political violence today, when it comes, will be insufficient and irrelevant. No amount of verbiage today changes the toxic national climate that led to this tragedy. Apurva and I mourn for the rally attendee who was apparently killed by the shooter. We believe the fact that President Trump is safe right now is nothing short of an act of God. My heart tells me God intervened, not just for Trump, but for our nation. Today, the future survival of the United States of America came down to less than a hair's width in the path of a bullet. If any good comes of today, let it be this. Americans just had the chance to see our next president's true character unvarnished. He took the fire, he took the hit, he felt the blood, and then he stood right back up for the people he was put here to lead. Regardless of who you vote for, let's unite around the truth that what happened today is unacceptable now and forever. May we all remember Thomas Jefferson's words 225 years ago. Quote, "A little patience and we shall see the reign of witches pass over. Their spells dissolve and the people, recovering their true sight, restore their government to its true principles. It is true that in the meantime we are suffering deeply in spirit and incurring the horrors of a war and long oppressions. And if we feel their power just sufficiently to hoop us together, it will be the happiest situation in which we can exist. If the game runs sometimes against us, we must have patience till luck turns, and then we shall have an opportunity of winning back the principles we have lost. For this is a game where principles are at stake."
He needs to be press secretary.
Yeah.
Hopefully he'll be in the Trump administration.
What? Oh, Jesus. Okay, so hold on. We got an anti-Trumper who thought this was the perfect time to spew their propaganda bullshit. Here we go.
Wow.
Mystery singer. You can always tell these delusional fucks by the way that they
Not
put
the
Trump,
time. Not
right?
the time.
Not the time, dipshit. Not the time.
No.
Go run back to CNN and watch their ridiculous coverage of this, because bad timing. But you can always tell these mental midgets by the way that they put Trump, right? They'll either call him the former guy, Cheeto, orange man bad, right? Kind of crap. Or they'll do this where they'll make the T lowercase and then the RUMP uppercase. Was Epstein, Trump was Epstein's co-conspirator. First of all, debunked. Right? As a matter of fact, Trump was the only one who was willing to cooperate with the prosecution when they went after Epstein the first time, you stupid fuck. If you would actually look up evidence instead of believing what MSNBC and CNN fill your empty head with. I'm not even going to continue because you start off with a lie. He was not Epstein's co-conspirator.
No.
He was the only one who called the prosecutor back and says, "How can I help you, sir?" The only one. So go away. Just go away. Let me guess. You were one of the ones that cheered when you heard this news, right?
Probably.
Jesus Christ, man.
And James Comer, the chair of the House Oversight Committee, just announced that he is going to have a hearing to have an investigation into the Trump shooting.
I mean, they should.
Which good.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying that's good news.
They should. Yeah, they absolutely should. There's something going on here. Absolutely. We have seen attempts before where the Secret Service was on their game.
Yeah.
This time they were not. And I wonder why. Not making any claims. I'm just saying there are some definite questions that need to be asked and questions that need to be answered here. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you joining us tonight. We'll keep you apprised as we learn more. I'm sure a lot more is going to come out. You know, we'll get a lot more information, but that's it. Hope you have a good night. And,
see you Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll see you guys Wednesday. And until then, God bless you. God bless Indiana. God bless the United States of America. And God bless President Donald J. Trump. Have a good night.
If you'd like to support the show, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/Dion's Daily Dose. This has been Dion's Daily Dose, hosted by Dion Bergeron. Executive producers, Shawn Holmgren and Michael Beebe. Copyright 2024. Dion's Daily Dose, all rights reserved.